Welcome to Satisfactory City. My name is Nilaus, and this is the recap of stream number 31. So we are standing right here in a brand new facility. I painted it black while you were sleeping, and let's go through it. So at the end of last time, we built. Let's fly over there. That was the yellow tower. This one is the high-speed connectors. Yes. Okay, I can't fly up there, and I had some bad experience with going out there into the world. So that's let's not talk about that. Right. So at this one here, and it was also noted on the YouTube comments. I was looking at the recipe like 66, 48, and 18, but I didn't realize that it was, of course, not the same as what is needed per second or per minute. So what I had to do was, the first thing was just, luckily we did have plenty of space. So what I have now is, instead of having 5 that produces slightly more than what 4 could, the demand was, I thought the demand was a bit more than what 4 could produce, but it turns out it was a bit more than what 5 could produce. So by just adding a 6th one to the row, boom, everything is jacked up and ready to go. You can see here that stuff is producing. That's because there is a constant demand for this, which is exactly how I want to see. And this is also where we can see dip down. It was up above 5K at some point. 5G, yeah, 5 gigawatts. You don't say 5 kilo megawatt. That's just not okay. All right, so we did get that one, and the new tower is that one, hidden behind the shrubbery. Let's go through the tower. We probably want to go back just to trace, because, well, that's actually really neat, this little park here. Didn't even notice that. Doesn't have anything interesting, right? No, it doesn't. So let's go this one. This is extremely simple, right? Because all it needs is computers. We built that earlier. AI limiters, we built that earlier. High-speed connectors, we built that earlier. And plastic, we built that earlier. But clearly, we did not build enough of the plastic. But that's what we are seeing now. So we expended all of our stockpile of plastic, and now we are actually something as embarrassing as we are plastic constrained. So that's definitely something we need to sort out in the next episode. Because that one over here, this plastic tower, is only having 8, I think. Yeah, 8 machines making plastic. That's obviously not enough. This one is consuming 78. Oh yeah, I kind of also scaled it up to 200%, so we could get 15 supercomputers per minute. That might be a bit ambitious, let's say that. But the design here is pretty simple. This one, I actually really like this one. I think this is going to be my future. So before you mention it, yes, there is a bit of clipping, but my rule on clipping is, if it looks good, it's okay. And I think this looks good. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. The things are coming in, although it's not really coming in at the correct pace. This one's producing some supercomputers. Maybe some of the other items will also run out at some point, because we're not producing. I mean, for example, 7.5 times, that's 15, that's 30 computers per minute. We're probably not producing that, but I want to just get this one operational as fast as possible. This one's also consuming 166 megawatts of power. Now this is pretty simple. Let's have a look at what we actually spent a big part of it on, was actually getting things in, because even though we have the items nearby, we actually didn't need to get them in. The simple thing is just slapping these down, getting stuff in. I like the beautiful location. It fits out here in an area. It's actually 15 now, but whatever. Where we did not have any buildings, and from our rubber tower out here, we can actually get a good view from it. So we're getting the plastic coming in from this line, because we're building it in the plastic tower, bringing it in. What is the other thing we bring it in for? Oh, that's for circuit boards here. So circuit boards are then taken out and around and over into AI limiters maybe? Or, I don't remember. Oh, sorry. Got the wind howling through because the window is only slightly ajar. Now we opened it up, so now I can't see the screen. Great. So I'm gonna fly blind here. All right, so the other part is actually a bit more complex, how we got that in, because the 3 other components, let's have a look at it on the map. Let's actually jump over here by this location. Wish you could jump sort of more in a straight line. And here we go with the autosave, the usual autosave. Wow. Is that a half one? No, it's not. Let's see. So we need AI limiters, we need high-speed connectors, and we need computers. Well, that's pretty obvious. You bring them in here, down there, and bring them into this tower. And that's exactly what we did. Computers, high-speed connectors, and AI limiters over there. Getting in here, I think it looks amazing. We are now starting to find another location here that was full of trees and nature and all that disgusting stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see the screen. I just had to close the window. And they are just working. We are getting them out from these locations. So that in itself, well, does that really take very long? Well, it does take a bit of time to clear the space, getting in here, making it nice, going above and below and over and under and all that stuff. We got a new tower. Looks amazing. We have supercomputers. We started with supercomputer research. Now we can do... nope, that's not it. We can do geothermal power. Unfortunately, the geothermal power is pretty damn far away from our location. If you just listen to how long it takes for the ping... But there is one more thing that what we did, and I would like to show you that, because that's a bit surprising. So we decided to go out because there were a few locations, and somehow very difficult to hit. And oh, not go there. That was the one ping. Okay, now we're just having issues with the frame rate already. There. I'm just going to smash into this one. Let's have a look on the map. That's the closest one. That is insanely far away. And then there's one there, and I think the other one was... Oh, there's also one here. Yeah, so we do have them somewhere. This is kind of near that station, kind of. So we did go out into the wild. We went up here. We knew that there was one on the map, the Satisfactory-calculator.com. That's a really good interactive map. It takes a bit of getting used to, but it's really nice. It said there was one here with supercomputers that I didn't have, and it didn't make any sense. There was also one up here requiring AI limiters. We got that one. Oh, don't walk. I can walk while doing this. There was another one up here requiring turbo motors. Am I just in an insane location? Nah, that's kind of okay. And we also found one, I think it was here, took 420 megawatts. So what's really interesting is the ones up here are very difficult to get. 420 megawatts of power. We found another one. This one, I can't remember. We found another one somewhere here that required 268. But this one was the worst one. 8 turbo computers, but it was littered with uranium everywhere, and on top of that there were blue spitters, yellow spitters, and red spitters all over the place. It was quite harrowing. Would encourage you to take a look at that. It was about the last hour of the VOD, so if you want to check it out there. Oh yeah, we also died once, but let's not get into that. Oops. That was my own stupidity. That was not because of biters or anything like that. Now, what I found out up here was just... so I went up and I'm like, why do I not take this one? It's great to have something that requires supercomputers, because now we have a motivation to get supercomputers. Alright, we also got... There was one over here that required some black powder, and we got that one as well. So we got a few. I think we got 4 new ones, and we tagged 2 that required turbo computers, so they're not quite in reach yet. So I went up here. Exciting stuff. This is an insane climb. And I guess for me this is just part of the base, because it's still within belting distance and we have platforms and everything. And then we go here. What is that sound? That's freaking me out, right? So look at that. Something crap has respawned in the middle of my base. No, please don't kill me. Yeah. Oof. Okay, please stop that. That's really not what I wanted. I just want to go quietly stand on this one. So, while I was busy doing stuff, this one has respawned. I mean, apparently a crash site just landed right in the middle of my stuff. And as I removed it, I can take out. This one takes 6 supercomputers. And look at that crap uranium here. So be aware that now... Ooh, a purple slug. Sorry, don't get distracted. Aware that things have respawned. There's new stuff that spawned up here on the plateau. Also somewhere like randomly in here. We found some uranium deposits, these small ones. And this one was just littered with uranium deposits. So it's not... Oh, there's another slug over there. Should be slug hunting at some point. And another one. There's so many. Stop looking for them. Anyway, so this is really dangerous that suddenly my belt going up to my bauxite deposit is here. So we're going to have to take a look at that and put on our hazmat suit. Yes, please. I have also built a gas mask and some gas, some filters. But this is pretty dangerous and something we definitely need to take care of. So I don't really have a good plan, because the plan would be picking this stuff up and depositing it in here. But that's kind of nuts. That's easier said than done, right? I mean, if I just deposit it there, then that's going to... So I think what I need to do is actually first go over here, build a deposit where I can put it in, so that when I come rushing in with some burning hot uranium, it's only 3.6 Runken, so it's okay. Then I can put it in a box, and that box will automatically merge into the line, because you can see here, that line is coming in from the train, I guess. Oh, that's from the train station. It's full going out. It's probably going to continue to be full because it's not really using very much power. Anyway, let's spend the last seconds here on flying back. So that's a good update also on what we're going to do next. What we're going to take a look at next time is expanding to new towers, and that means heat sinks, batteries, radio control units, and eventually turbo computers, so we can tap the last of the research. However, trains are still extremely broken. They destroy the frame rate of the game. So unfortunately you can't really build trains, because I have to restart every hour because of my 4 trains I have. It's quite insane. So I will be refraining from building any more trains until that gets fixed, or maybe I'll build one or something. But I'm definitely not building this Grand Central Station that we've been discussing and talking about. Okay, please don't kill myself. There. This is a fine place to end. Thank you very much for joining. Remember, the VOD is available in the description. It is on my secondary channel, so you can watch that. And of course, we are going to continue streaming 3 times a week, as long as there's something to do. And there's still massive amounts of stuff to do. We also need to go out and get all of the hard drives. So that's a good opportunity for me to kill myself for other fun stuff. Thank you for joining. And as always, stay effective.